Joe Rogan said that celebrities who start podcasts can't keep up, they bail, like Meghan Markles during a Spotify show. The UFC commentator was joined by comedian Neal Brennan on the Joe Rogan Experience, and the pair began talking about celebrity podcasts that don't work, involving stars who cannot let their real personalities come out. Meghan's podcast Archetypes dropped around a year and a half after the Sussex's Spotify deal was first announced, and is on to its 10th episode, which aired on Tuesday. Rogan said listeners get a sense of what a person is like after a while, and added, "That's why a lot of these celebrities that start these things, they can't keep up, they bail, like the Meghan Markles and the fuckers. I guess she's doing it now. But Prince Harry was doing one for a while, but Bruce Springsteen and Obama was doing one for a while. Terrible." His comments are not the first time he's clashed with Meghan and Harry. When stars including Joni Mitchell accused Rogan of spreading coronavirus vaccine misinformation in January 2022, the Sussex's team released a statement revealing they'd raised concerns with Spotify. The statement read, "Last April, our co-founders began expressing concerns to our partners at Spotify about the all-too-real consequences of COVID-19 misinformation on its platform. We've continued to express our concerns to Spotify to ensure changes to its platform are made to help address this public health crisis. We look to Spotify to meet this moment and are committed to continuing our work together as it does." Meghan's Archetypes podcast initially soared to number 1 in the Spotify podcast charts, displacing the Joe Rogan Experience in August 2022, when the first episode featuring Serena Williams dropped. However, the show has since fallen in the rankings, while Joe Rogan's has returned to the top of the food chain on the platform. Meghan Markle's latest podcast episode, The Audacity of the Activist, has dropped to number 55. Meanwhile, her 9th podcast episode, in which she claims that strong-minded women are labelled difficult, may have been her way of addressing critics who've accused her of bullying, the Mail on Sunday's assistant editor has said. Markle said that the B word is being used to gaslight women who know what they want. She claimed last week that strong-minded women are branded difficult because it's a code word for bitch, and said that while not everyone is going to like you, the goal can be for them to respect you. Kate Manzi suggested that the focus on dismissing labels made to negatively portray assertive women could be a way for Meghan hitting out at detractors. The immediate thing I thought about the podcast was all the criticism that she's had at the Palace and the accusations of bullying, which she's always denied. She told Palace Confidential maybe this is almost kind of her talking about it. She added that Meghan may have challenged those who commented on her behaviour by discussing that she dislikes being branded pushy, and pointing out the sexism which can come with branding certain attitudes as bad when women perform them. Having said that, 2 of the complainants were said to be women. She added, "So it's difficult." A spokesman for the Sussexes previously said in response to the Times, who originally reported the allegations, that they were the victims of a calculated smear campaign based on misleading and harmful misinformation. Her representatives also said that Meghan was saddened by this latest attack on her character, particularly as someone who's been the target of bullying herself, and is deeply committed to supporting those who've experienced pain and trauma.